you all know I like to keep it like light and good vibes and everyththing on this channel. I like to keep it positive and, you know, just talk about the things we love, the genres we love in gaming, and I talk about other things every now and then, like other entertainment mediums and stuff like that. Very rarely, but sometimes. But sometimes you gotta say what needs to be said. And right now I'm at the point where I gotta say what needs to be said. Like, it feels to me like the gaming industry as a whole, just not the latest PlayStation stuff, but other things that I'm going to talk about, really kind of vent about, because I'm kind of pissed right now. The whole gaming industry just seems like it's in this big dumpster fire right now. A dumpster fire. Not just one company, not just one publisher. Entities. Like industry-wide. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's grasping at straws. First off, let's talk about what came out about Sony. Jason Schreier was talking about stuff with Sony, and I'm not going to come out here and act like some kind of news reporter or something like that. I'm not. I'm a fan of this medium, of this stuff, you know. But he basically came out and more damning things about PlayStation. You know, oh yeah, they're just riding the wave. And I told you all last week, PlayStation's just trying to ride the wave of people being outraged and stuff. They're going to wait it out. Like billionaire companies do, like rich people do when they subjugate the masses like they have with us, right? And that's what this is going to be about. It is crazy that we live in an age where a company can... Now, I don't know if this statement was hearsay, but everybody's sharing it. Somebody said it. That Sony thinks that, you know, the people that support physical media, they can afford to let them go and just push forward with digital because their profit margins will more than cover that and expound in the future. That's gross. That's gross. I get that's business, but this is not like a real estate agency. This is not a developing firm. This is video game industry. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be for the fans, for the players, right? PlayStation. Big hypocrisy there. For them to come out and make a statement like that, like, I'm speechless. I mean, it doesn't sound like it right now, but that's like an evil thing to say. That's like that's Shinra. Are you going to keep supporting Shinra? That's the question. Do you want to keep supporting Shinra? Because that is a statement that President Shinra would say in Final Fantasy VII. That's the kind of thing in the secret clandestine boardroom meeting that Heidegger would chuckle, or one of the henchmen would chuckle at, with the creepy Shinra music playing. That's what that is. So, you're a Shinra employee. You're a willing Shinra employee if you keep supporting this awful, awful company. But this is industry-wide. Everybody's going to be doing this. People are trying to wear a smile right now. I was just at GameStop. I was going to pick up the new Assassin's Creed. That's a whole other bottle of wax. Ubisoft strikes again, right? So, I was excited to pick up Assassin's Creed Resynced. I'm in line. I was like, yeah, I've got a ton of points, right? A ton of GameStop Pro player points, whatever. GameStop is another evil corporate monster in this thing. For one, I will go pick up Transformers for my kid there because I used to be able to use my GameStop points and a few bucks would come off because you're a pro member, right? Buying toys at GameStop or whatever. Not anymore. Like the price of, like, I buy him Transformers there. The price of a Transformer is a few bucks higher than retail because they wanted to counteract the 10 or 15, 20% off whatever it was that you would get, the difference. They put that difference on top of the retail so that you're still paying the retail price for it. You're just spending there. They got rid of that. You can't even do that now. But they didn't change the price. They kept the price high. So that's why they've got GameStop looks like a nerd-centric flea market just vomited in there. So they got stuff sitting on the shelves like crazy. Not only that, they got rid of the Pro points. During Christmas, I bought my kid a Switch 2. I recently bought myself a Switch 2. pro membership every time. You get the $5 a month. I've got a ton of points on my pro account. You can't even access it anymore. And I just got home and Googled, they're getting rid of it. They're getting rid of that whole system. They're changed to a new 2% on the whatever. You're getting less, they get more. That's what the gaming industry's become. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I've got enough points on my GameStop membership to like buy a full game. That was the plan when I went in there today. I was going to buy Assassin's Creed Resynced for PS5 physical edition. As I'm sitting in line, I was there for 10 minutes trying to get the password reset, trying to get access to, because now you got to go online. They can't just type your number in there and do it there. It's disgusting and it's gross. But as I'm in line, I see this, someone share, one of my friends news people that share stuff with me shares, did you see this thing about Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft? They laid off like a ton of people that worked on the game. I'm sitting there looking at this, about to buy the game, as I'm trying to find my GameStop rewards account information, jump through hoops to get the things that I earned by spending money there that I was promised I would get. I just looked at the person, I looked at the news notification about Assassin's Creed laying off, Ubisoft laying off almost all the people that worked on it. Trying to make that, I looked, I was like, you know what? I think I'm done. You just keep the game. Are you sure? Or you just go buy it digitally? I was like, no, brother. No. Stop. Appreciate it. I know this isn't your fault, Mr. GameStop store manager guy. No, it's not your fault. But I think I'm done. And I left. I was really looking forward to Assassin's Creed Resynced. The disgusting nature of what GameStop is doing there, the disgusting nature of what's going on with Sony, and the disgusting practices of Ubisoft always firing the people that make the games, that make them whatever money that company's making right now. And there's more. I mean, there's so much more out there. Look, here's the thing. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and you all need to do the same. There's a bunch of people on social media that will, but the majority won't. The majority of people are going to bend the knee or lick the boot because the anonymity of the internet, right? You've got a bunch of Naruto and Goku and Cloud Strife avatars with weird names. You don't know who these people are. It's the same person with 10 accounts a lot of times. So they can do what they want as a human being, like me looking at you right now, but go online with their 8 fake accounts and say, no disc, no buy, and then go download all the digital and pre-order their PS6. It really feels like this is a no-win situation with this stuff. And this is why the companies will always win, right? They know that's human nature. Humans have been subjugated since the dawn of time. These corporations, they know what they're doing. It's like, it just always just feels like I work really hard for every penny, for every dollar that I get from my family. My wife works really hard. My son's a great kid. My wife, myself, my son, we were not born to be meat in the meat grinder for the rich, for these billionaire companies. From this point forward, I am supporting mainly indie stuff. If I can buy it directly from the person that made it, I will support it. I mean, I haven't bought American comics in a long time. I buy some manga sometimes. I like stories that have a beginning and an end, so when I pick up an American comic and it's got like 7 names on the cover, I'm like, well, this is probably disjointed. So I haven't bought that in a long time. Though I do support the artists. I love the artists. I love the writers. I just, it's just, everything is so corporatized now. Everything is so gross. I'm getting lightheaded talking about it. I left GameStop. I was mad. I was mad. Like, one of the people I'm working on the Aurora production, I called them. I was like, look, basically, let me call you tonight. I got to blow off some steam. I'm just like, this industry that I love, that inspired countless people, that inspired so many people to be creators, to be game developers, to be animators, to be musicians, to be voice actors, to be artists, to be You name it. It's just it's getting flushed down the toilet, man. But it will keep churning. It will keep making billions of dollars because the addiction has its claws in everybody. And I get it. I love throwing on a game. It's a great way for me to decompress for an hour or so at the end of the night after a busy day. It's great, but at what cost at this point? You know? It is proven, almost in writing now, the people making the decisions of these companies, whether it's GameStop, whether it's PlayStation, whether it's Ubisoft, whether it's Xbox, even Nintendo to degrees, I mean, and all these other developers and publishers and stuff, they are not us anymore. The days of Sakaguchi running the show at Squaresoft are over. People who love making games for the sake of games, for the art form, for the fun of it, for the community of it, these are not the people making the decisions there anymore. They're not. You know, you are... your wallet, this right here, it belongs to them now. This is their hand grabbing your wallet. You want that not to be the case? Do something about it. You want that not to be the case? Do something about it. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your thumbs are. I'm done, man. I'm done with it. Like, I think I'm just going to start exclusively showcasing, like, old school stuff, retro stuff, because I just don't think I have the stomach to buy new games and stuff. I mean, I didn't have a lot of money at GameStop, like $50, almost enough to buy a new game, you know? But there's people out there with hundreds of dollars on their account that they were banking on, oh, this is going to come out, this is going to come out. After, let me pull it up, after August 15th, all remaining unspent rewards points with GameStop will expire completely. You've got a little over 1 month to spend the hundreds of dollars that you've gotten on trade-in. Hey, if you get store credit, it increases the trade value. Okay, sure, I'll do that. I need the money right now, but sure, I'll just go ahead and do that. It'll be like a little savings account for my video games. Wrong. We're zeroing you out. August 15th. Get in here and get it, buddy. If you can get into your account. Sony. I'd love to go back and watch some of those videos and TV shows and movies I downloaded on the PS3 era. Videos, movies, and TV shows, that should just work, right? Video games, digital video games. I get why digital video games from PS3 may not work on your PS5 and PS6 moving forward. Videos, it was just MP4 and WMV files and stuff like that. That should work. No, we're just going to take it away from you. We lost the licenses for that. What would the licenses have cost you? Like, $100,000, $200,000 for a company that turns over billions of dollars in profit? Really? Really? You couldn't do that for the fans? You couldn't do that for the customers who bought your stuff? Let alone forget about the video games that people have lost. I've lost tons of video games. I've got a PlayStation Vita over here that's just going to be a brick now. I'm getting a jailbroke, and I'll probably be getting my PS5 jailbroke as well, because I don't, unless I buy a game at Walmart or something like that, like a physical game, but their selection's so limited there. Pre-order a video game, a physical game, sure. I mean, Amazon, I mean, that's what I'll have to do from now on, you know. At least Amazon, I get points when I spend stuff on my Amazon card. That's a plus, right? That's a plus. But the whole thing, like the whole industry, and Asha Sharma coming out, and Asharma coming out with Xbox and saying, you know, starting in 2027, we want to be the place where billions of people come and experience. Shut up. Shut up. You want everybody, and this isn't just them, this is everybody. They want to exploit you and me and everybody who grew up loving this medium. They want to exploit all of us for every penny they can. And again, I get that's business, but there's an honest, rewarding way to go about it. You don't have to come out and tell everybody, hey, you're meat in the grinder, stick your arm in there tomorrow. We need more meat. Just grind your arm up until there's nothing left of you. No. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I work too hard for what I have. I work too hard to provide for my family, to, to give you all a little something. I don't post a lot of content a lot of times, and I'm working on my own stuff, but I try to put a little bit of light out there into the world, and it's just like these big companies that just don't care about you, that don't care about us. As I am, me for one, if you keep buying games, that's you, that's your call. I'm not damning anybody here. You do what you want to do. Life is hard, right? Whatever gets you through this existence and gives you a little bit of joy, fine. I'm not the type of person that's going to come out and damn everybody. Or anybody, really. But like, if you say you want to do a thing, then start doing the thing. If you're one of these people who's like, I don't get what the physical disc media people are bitching about, I'll do digital. Well, then do digital, man. This conversation doesn't concern you. It's fine. Go do you. You're happy. Fine. I'm not even mad at you. This whole thing for the past week about this PlayStation stuff has just ripped the Band-Aid off of just how gross the entire industry has become. It's like when you pull the stove out at the restaurant. If you've ever worked in a restaurant, sometimes you got to pull the stove out and you got to clean behind the stove. You find out there's a rat living back there. You find out there's a dead bird in the wall. You find out, and all of a sudden you got to rip the whole wall out. And then you find that the building really needs to be condemned. Like, that's kind of what has happened this past week. It wasn't just this section of the industry that was gross. We pulled the stove out. We went to clean behind there. We found out that the whole building is actually condemnable. And it's disgusting. And I don't want to say I'm done, because this shelf back here tells me I'm not done. Like, there's a bunch of stuff back here I want to do. I want to enjoy. And I wouldn't be who I am, and I wouldn't be the creator I am without Zelda, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil, wherever they're right there, Dragon Ball, all the anime on the middle shelf, all these cool things, music, all this stuff back here. But it is taxing. Like, continually having these rich corporations just beat the piss out of you every day for you to do the things you were supposed to do. It's like, oh, well, they send email updates when they're doing policy updates. They're gonna take away your stuff, whatever. Yeah, yes and no, right? Because they know we're all busy, we're all inundated with information all the time. You get the email, you click on the email, it says, well, this is a policy update, but basically it's just saying we're gonna do this, this, and this, and this. And then there's fine print to the fine print. It's like, we're also taking your points away. Well, where was that? Oh, you had to click on the thing. You had to actually read the scroll, the 40-yard scroll. And it's point 13, subsection A, Roman numeral 2-5. The most important thing of the whole thing. They know no one has the time to read that. They know that. But they get away with it. If they're going to make some big, massive change, it needs to be in bold print as its own email. This is what we're doing. Do you agree? Yes. Do you want out? Whatever. And I'm tired, man. I'm just tired of giving these people my time, my blood, my sweat, my money. And I'm going to start just talking with my wallet. The whole thing's gross. The whole industry's become this gross cesspool. And I love what it was. I hate what it is. And I hate even more. I loathe what it's becoming. And I think a lot of you probably agree with me. And some of you don't. And that's fine. This is not about winning people over to my side. This is about me, just as a lifelong fan of this medium, just like letting out a big, oh, God, how much longer do I want to pump my time and life and existence into these things that no one cares about? It's disgusting, it's gross. All this white hair, all this gray hair, is because I work so hard. Like, it makes me look 10 years older than I am. And that's fine. This is my prove it patch. This is my badge of, hey, you're a hard worker. You don't sleep a lot. You know what I mean? You should probably take better care of yourself, but you work really hard. That's what this is. And I'm fine with it. I rock it because I'm like, look, this means I work hard. I don't want to just work hard to give billionaires my money for them to be like, we don't respect you. We don't care what you think. And we're not even going to acknowledge you. That's the other thing about the PlayStation thing. We're not even going to acknowledge you. But we expect you to be there day one when we put something out and you're going to give us your money. Uncle Ray is done with that. I'm done. The future of this channel will be covering the few things I still enjoy from current gaming, which aren't many. I love Tales of Elliot. I love Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga. Tales of Elliot, or Adventures of Elliot. I keep saying Tales of Elliot. Adventures of Elliot was great. If they ever remake Chrono Trigger, I'll be there day one. Hopefully there's a physical edition. Whoever puts out a physical edition of that game, I will buy it on that. And the classic retro stuff, I still love going back to. The things that are out now, my backlog, I've got a backlog that I will never finish in this lifetime. So I'm good. I want Resident Evil Veronica. I want Resident Evil 1 Remake. And then after that, I guess I'm out, unless another platform publishes Resident Evil games physically. I don't know. I mean, that's just me. That's who I am. That's what I want. And it's and this isn't like the air of defeat coming out of me. It's just like coming to a realization. It's been a eureka moment. I've had an epiphany. And me and this industry, we've had a great run. We've had a great run. We've had some great times. You know what I mean? But there comes a point in every relationship. For those of you out there who have had real lasting human relationships and that ended, you know, if you've never been there, you will be there and it will suck at one point, but you will grow from it. This is a growing moment for a lot of us. It's been a great run. It's been a great run. I've had a great relationship with gaming, but we are becoming different people. We want different things. And however many minutes, hours, days, years, God willing, decades left I have on this physical plane, I don't want to spend them griping and dreading what the billionaires are going to do to me next. There's enough aspects of my life where you have to worry about that all the time. I own a house. You're always worrying what the billionaires are going to try to do next. I don't need that in the thing that's supposed to be my escapism. I just don't need it. I don't. And this is me speaking from the heart. This is me being very real with you all. There's so many content creators out there that I love and support. Nine is one of them. He's a great news guy. There's tons of people out there. Soldier First Class, when he was doing this thing, I think Baby Seal's great. Phil Hartshorn, Phil Hartz. There's a bunch of people out there, and some I'm not naming because this isn't like supposed to be that kind of video. But if I want to know what's going on, I can watch them. I can watch, like, if I'm not playing new games when they come out in 2 or 3 years, I know those people probably will be, and I can check their stuff out. It's fine. Resident Evil 10, if it's digital only, I'm not buying it. I'll watch somebody play it because I love Resident Evil, you know? But I don't love it to the extent to where I have to lick the boots of people who are going to then rear back their foot and kick me in the teeth. I'm not that guy. I'm not the one. I am not that guy. And if you're willing to do that, that is no judgment. It's not, but I ain't the one. All right, real talk. So I wouldn't let somebody do that to me face to face. I'm not going to let somebody do that to me from a corporate boardroom that will never see me. That when I am dead and gone, they will have never known who I was. I don't need to give that kind of like real life real estate to somebody. I don't. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. You know, this, GameStop's gross, Sony's gross, Ubisoft's gross. Like the whole industry, it's time to bulldoze the building and build something new. That's why I am excited to be supporting independent creators. If you're an indie creator, I don't have a big platform. I got 5,000 people. I've got maybe 20 to 30 people who actively engage with my stuff. A bunch of others, bots and extra accounts, and who knows what. You know what the cesspool of social media is like, right? But I am going to use what little bit of social media presence I have, even here on the channel, to promote independent projects I'm into, help people put their money where their mouth is. And that's the whole point of this video, I guess, at the end of the day. Just put your money where your mouth is. These companies thrive on the knowledge that you will not do that. Like, they've got it down to a science. They've got, like, and it's not a big PDF. It does not take a big PDF to learn how to master human beings, apparently, according to Sony. It is a short PDF on how to master human beings and their behavior and subjugate them. It is a small PDF. Maybe 10 or 11 pages. With big font and pictures. if that gives you any idea. But I'm just not... I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I don't. And I'm going to keep sharing the funny memes. I'm going to keep retweeting. But it's like I said on X the other day. This has been my point the whole time. They're going to do this anyway. They're going to continue to belittle you and punish you. You can choose whether or not to support that. I am simply choosing not to support that. There will be no PS6 in my house. There won't be. Even if they came out now and said, like, oh, we're going to make discs. Oh, don't worry about it. Which is not going to happen. I mean, they're not going to backtrack. They've already downsized the wing of the empire that makes discs. They're going to make ocular lenses, and they're going to make, like, AI data stuff. I mean, it's stupid insane. It's just stupid insane. Like, every day, like, fighting the good fight, like, no AI in games, in development, and stuff like that. People post AI pictures of them as an avatar. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. But, like, when it comes to people, like, using AI to develop video games and to make whole shows and copying people's voices, I'm like, that's disgusting, man. That's disgusting. And Sony's in that game. All these big companies are in that game. That's what you all don't realize. They're all in that game. They're all in it. All of them. All of them. If there's a way to save money and cut jobs, they're in. They are all in. So don't let them lie to you. Like, and don't let them not talk about it either. That's the other thing too. Them not acknowledging it is them not acknowledging they don't use it. Right? Even if they do come out and say, oh, we're not doing it. They're doing it. Because they don't care to lie to you. They don't care. I mean, they just don't care about us. They are not us. So if you want to support people that are us, look for these indie game developers. Look for these indie animators. Look for these indie artists. Look for people at a comic or a anime convention or anything like that. Go to Artist Alley. Find an artist you like. Subscribe to them. Follow them. Even if you don't buy something, tell people about them. Tell people about them. There's these twin guys, Brandon and Landon. They are Wayward Cross Art. I love these guys. I've loved them from the moment that I saw their work. It is some of the best work you will see on the floor at any show. It is not cookie cutter stuff with, like, sparkly glyph streaks and stuff like that. They're like a filter they drop on top of their stuff. No, these guys hand draw and color everything. No filters, no bullshit. They are great. I'm actually working with them to do some stuff for Aurora, some prints and stuff like that, because I love their work so much. That's my example of that. What's your example of that? Go find somebody. You know what I mean? Go find somebody, any show, support them. Support their work, because God knows, like, independent voices, when I see a game developer with a great game on social media trying desperately, and like, I'll use one, Chronicles of the Wolf. I think it was Megumi Games. Like, their posts should be getting thousands of retweets and likes and shares and comments. But they don't have that level. They should have that level. And I don't know how many people work there. I don't. I think it's a couple of people that made Chronicles of the Wolf, but they probably have more people developing it. I don't know what's going on with them. I know Chronicles of the Wolf was fantastic. You all watched me play it. It was fantastic. I couldn't put it down. That doesn't happen a lot lately with games. That was great. That needs more of a following. That needs to be not drowned out by the swell of whatever's going on with the cesspool of the current gaming industry. And yes, I said industry. I think Nintendo's kind of below the radar on all the negativity and stuff right now, but make no mistake, Nintendo will go digital at some point too. I've got a Switch too. That's going to be my haven for right now. I will just pre-order games on Amazon. I will, for the rest of the time, I'm supporting PS5 releases. I'm not trying to support Sony, but I will support the companies making games for Sony. I was going to buy an Ubisoft game today. I'm literally in line on my phone, and someone sends me a thing. It's like, oh man, Ubisoft laid off almost everybody that worked on Assassin's Creed. Whatever the number wound up being, it was a lot of people. Whether it was half, whether it was most of, whether it was less than half, it was a lot of people. And I read some of the accounts as I was in line waiting to get my GameStop thing situated. 10 minutes I was there. 10 minutes. And there was nobody else in the store. I would have felt bad about holding the line up. And even the people working behind the counter were like, no, we get it, man. No, you're not being... I was like, man, I apologize if I'm being that guy. No, you're not being that guy. You're very cool. Yeah, you just want your stuff. We get it. It's been frustrating for us too. That was what they said. I get it. I'm sure it was. They're human beings. They don't want to screw you out of your stuff. They're working for people who want to screw you out of your stuff. They're just the employees. But, it comes back to, are there other jobs out there? What kind of perks are you getting? Are they going to take your perks away at some point? Because they will. Just the whole industry is just really disgusting right now. And there's no way out of it. That's the hard truth where I was wanting to get to. This machine, this 10-story tank is rolling over every village in its way. And it's not stopping. It's going to keep doing its thing. Do you want to be one of the people sitting mindlessly in the armchair in Idiocracy? Or do you want to be one of the people who just supports something else? And I don't have any company affiliations. I don't have any ties. I don't have any corporate overlords I'm speaking to. And I say that in regards to other content creators and stuff who may not speak on this, because there's a business side of it too. And this is why I've always said, and when people have approached me about doing partnerships, I said, I don't want to do that. Thank you for the offer, because I want to be completely... For one, I don't know if I've got the schedule to post as much as they would want me to. And for two, I want to be able to say whatever I want and not have to worry about like a weird email coming in and saying, well, we're pulling the $1,000 a month we were given to you. I never wanted that, and this is why. But for those people who have that, I don't fault them for not speaking on this, candidly, and how they really want to speak on it. Trust me, they really want to speak on it a certain way, and they can't. So I understand, because they have families, and that's money coming in. So I don't fault those people for not speaking on it. They're not glowingly speaking about it, they're just not speaking on it. And that's fine. Don't attack those people either. This is just a personal choice, one-on-one, you with yourself. Where do you want to be on this? And this is not like a right side of history conversation or anything like this. This is a hobby. This is our hobby, right? But I'm passionate about it because it made me the creator that I am. But they also owe me nothing. I gave them money. They gave me a game. whatever the emotional attachment is at the end of the day, it stops right there. That's the nuts and bolts of it. So this is where it stops for me. This video's gone on long enough, 35 plus minutes. Appreciate you all. For those of you who watched the whole time, I appreciate it. It's just really frustrating. It's not even dark times. It's just times. These are just times. What do you want to do? How do you want to spend your life? How do you want to spend your money? How do you want to spend what precious time we're giving in this world? I've got a family I love. I've got an awesome kid. I got an amazing wife. I want to do things with them. The money these people want to take from me to license products, to rent products, no way in hell, man. No way in hell. The other places that stuff's got to go. I'm not rich. I'm not rich. I'm a guy trying to do the impossible every day with what little bit of resources he has, and I'm not rich enough to mortgage my future on a rental box for PS6 and to support. And again, I'm a guy who says support indie. I can't support companies who are just going to lay off the people that made their games. So that was almost like an otherworldly moment at GameStop today. I don't want to support this, and I don't want to support them. Have a great day. And I just walked out. So I really wanted to play Assassin's Creed Resync, but I'm not going to support that either. I'm not. So anyway, post your comments below. Let me know what you all think. What are your opinions? Now, this is a bit of a passionate little tirade, and again, I appreciate the real ones who stuck around to the end, and everybody who checked us out. So until the next live stream or video or whatever we do, y'all have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other, keep rocking, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care.